All right, welcome everyone to our August 2025 Hats Roundtable. In the back half of the year, I just started talking about stuff in 2026, which I have very mixed feelings about. But thanks to everyone for joining. We have Jimmy Hatzel, our CEO, co-founder. We have JP. JP, can you say your last name for everybody?
JP Kehoe.
I get asked about that about every other day.
Yeah.
JP is our VP of sales. We have Kelsey from our marketing team and Allie who does everything else. So welcome to everyone. While we're popping in, we're going to go ahead and just get started with, well, there's our introduction. We're going to get started with letting you know how the roundtable format works. You can ask questions. Everyone should be able to talk in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from, what MSP you're with, what you're looking forward to today. And that's also where you can ask us questions and we'll be interacting with you there. And also, we have a poll that we're going to be running throughout this. So take some time to fill that out. We've got two really good questions. Are you actively pitching hats to your customers today? And does everyone at your MSP have a hats login? Some really, really good questions. And then looking ahead to the rest of the year, we have 3 roundtables left. We have a roundtable in September, and we wanted to let you know when they are so that you can plan ahead. We will be sending out links to register, but just put this on your calendar, put a hold on so you don't miss these because we're moving really fast. We have so many updates coming out every week. We want to give you time to connect with us and learn about those. So September 24th, October 29th, and then we're combining November and December just because of all the holidays. So we'll do one at the beginning of December, and that's how we'll end the year. All right.
Yeah, and Mark, it's worth mentioning too, we're in a different format today. Unfortunately, we broke the registrations for Zoom meetings, so we had to switch to a Zoom webinar. I guess that will be the format moving forward. So those who have joined previous roundtables, with the open format, it's my preference. Maybe we can switch it back. We probably need some crazy enterprise license or something. Um, it might be a distant memory. I remember hats and when there was only 100 people in the round table and we could have an open Zoom meeting.
Yeah. However, Jimmy, there are two other options for face-to-face, kind of meetings. JP is going to cover one of those, and I'll cover the other. So still lots of opportunities to get FaceTime with the Hats team. All right, I'm going to pass it over to JP. JP, I'll let you share your screen here
Yeah.
and stop
No
sharing.
problem. Jimmy, I love the way you say you broke Zoom. Like it makes it sound like it's a good thing. It is a good thing, isn't it? Right?
It
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah. And then Mark, like, I
We
mean,
break a
look,
lot of things, JP.
like a roller coaster. But it's yeah, it's moving so fast the whole year. So I hope everyone's doing well. It's great that you can spend some time together. We'd definitely love to see the chat. Um, I'm just going to jump straight in here because we want to be able to. Thanks for launching the poll there, Mark. We want to probably reflect a little bit as well, every time we're on these calls, just to give a sense on what we're seeing. And we talk about the unfair advantage. We definitely have an unfair advantage here at Hats, as you do as MSPs. We're fortunate to work with so many great MSPs, and over the last few months, we've seen fantastic momentum across the entire partner base. And some of you are already rolling out AI to dozens of customers, just showing you how quickly this space is moving. And we use the word exponential in AI. It's not linear, it's exponential, and we're feeling that exponential growth right across. Um, and to build on that energy, we're introducing something new. Mark was touching on that. We're introducing what we're calling the AI inner circle. And it's a way to spotlight partners who are sprinting ahead, they're moving fast, they're setting the pace on secure AI. And by the way, this is not about leaving anyone behind either. Some of the partners are testing and validating just at a different stage, different phase. So it's about creating recognition for those partners who are charging forward, giving everyone a clear picture of what fast movers can really achieve. So what is the AI inner circle, right? Well, it's all about recognizing those MSPs who are moving quickly, getting customers live with AI, and the starting point is typically very simple. It's really to get at least 5 customers up and running. And the inner circle members get early access to uh, some of our integrations, some of the go-to-market playbooks, but they're really a direct voice in shaping the roadmap and go-to-market strategies, and we're all learning from each other. The chance to connect, obviously, with top peers as well, right? So to share what's working, and we see, those of us that are working in the MSP community for a while now, we see that really at the core of what the MSP community is all about, and now what the AI community will be all about, sharing what's working well. So at its core, that inner circle is just about recognition, getting access and influence, and it's designed to spotlight those partners who are just leading the way for us all. And that's what makes the MSPs so uniquely positioned, right? Where you're forging ahead, and it's not just about, in the case of AI, deploying technology. You're guiding customers through their AI adoption, and which is one of the most important shifts in the businesses right now. It's guiding customers through that AI adoption. So why now, right? And again, let me walk you through this here a little bit, and those of us that are bringing little ones to school, starting, or I actually have somebody starting school, but also somebody going to college. September's a real line in the sand. We now have a direct line of sight, funny enough, to the end of the year, and it's a really important moment, right? And if we move now, and I'll talk about in a moment, some MSPs have actually started to move this week in preparation for this. We've tested some things out. By the end of the year, the goal is that every one of your customers that you've deployed to can have all their employees using AI every day with confidence, using AI every day as a co-intelligence, being able to access all those experts that we speak about. And this isn't something to drag out. Like, it's not a marathon. This is absolutely a sprint. The partners who move quickly now will be setting the pace and leading the way. So the framework is very simple. The goal is, by the end of this year, we want every employee that you deploy to using secure AI every day. And from a customer standpoint, their journey is just as clear. They're going to give everyone access to secure AI. They're going to encourage that daily usage in a safe environment, and they're going to build confidence through the training and certification. From an MSP perspective, that means that starting now and really getting to the 5 customers is going to drive that daily usage, and you're going to guide them through that certification program. So if we do this, begin this program now, this sprint now, for those that are in the inner circle, they're going to be, have customers that aren't just experimenting with AI, they're really advancing along, where they'll be able to take advantage of the other aspects, right? So advanced workflows and AI agents as they come on stream. So I'm going to ask Jimmy to touch in a second, but Jimmy, I want to definitely get your sense of it as well. We worked very closely over the last number of weeks to work with some strategic partners, and we got a lot of great feedback. But the call to action is very, very simple here, in that we've put together a plan, and quite often it involves focusing on giving access to not only the resources in HATS, and we're investing in this as well. We actually have new members of the team we'll introduce you to in the next roundtable that will help us help you push out these packs. Could be 20 packs, could be 50 packs, starter packs I'm talking about. and really get ahead of these bulk deployments. So number one, you're not underwater, but you're forging ahead in all of this. So we'll be able to give
Yeah.
you everything you need, the frameworks, the training, but speed, Jimmy, really is the real differentiator here. And the inner circle MSPs will be the ones that will be driving these bulk deployments, whether it's a 20 pack or 50 pack. And the exciting part next month will be highlighting the first. Uh, I, I think it will be a drum roll somewhere, Jimmy, but the first honorees into the AI inner circle. We want to be definitely celebrate those people. We're building a whole new community here with AI and MSPs. So this spotlight could be on you, could be on your MSP, but we definitely want to celebrate those folks and learn from each other as well. But Jimmy, over to you. Just want to get your thoughts.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we've noticed internally that there's, different types of support questions and different needs based on where people are at. So, we have a lot of resources for people, getting started and, trying to make sense of it and initial training on their sales team or their ops team or getting things hooked up internally. But when partners tend to really sprint at it and okay, it's productized, okay, we're rolling it out, all of that, there's three things that typically come up. Um, the first is, how do I make sure that um, my help desk isn't overwhelmed with, initial questions from rolling out a new product. And it's not like a cybersecurity product that's happening in the background. It's a product that customers are interacting with. So we tend to set up resources for partners who are at that stage. In the past, it's looked like us actually co-hosting um, um, uh, office hours or other things like that. There's questions around packaging, pricing, sales. How do we do all of that? How do we get this, in a way that's easy to, deploy and how it fits in my business? And partners tend to go through a bit of experimenting before that, and that's fine. We want to give people the space to do that. But we wanted to create an option where we could offer a lot of hands-on help for partners who are ready to really go at it. And then the third thing is we get stuff like, hey, I want to have licenses to just turn it on for people to offer a trial for 20 of my customers, for 50 of my customers, stuff like that. So we've created this program specifically for people who need to meet those three needs. So, we have a couple people who are getting started with that now. A couple people who were the trailblazers who helped informally us sort of put these pieces together. But what it typically looks like is we structure a program for you where you get uh, really advantageous billing that you can grow into. Um, Over time. So it's not like, hey, I'm turning it on for 50 people. I'm going to get a bill for 50 people. I'm not sure if 50 people are going to keep it right away. Like that, solving that problem and the specifics of that. If you're interested, JP can take you through. Um, but also, how do we build the right support mechanisms where we help your team for the first month or two, really hands-on. It might look like us in a shared space in your Slack or Teams or something like that. Or it might be look like programs or in-person training or something like that. So, we are offering really hands-on and really like all the support you'd need to go fast with this type of thing. But we are, um, looking specifically for partners who are, interested in doing it. So that's basically what it is. And I'm really excited. I'm working a lot with the people who are, moving forward with this and you can meet with JP to discuss.
That's great. Jimmy, one of the key things we talk about is partner adoption and AI adoption at an end customer level. And we've a plan that works, we've a playbook that works. Um, the person that is leading out on that, and myself and Mark Leeper will be spending a lot of time with the key partners inner circle, and we're going to learn together. But Mark, it's a good juncture to hand over to you when you think about AI adoption.
Well,
What,
actually, let me address something in the
um,
chat real quick. Craig pointed out, hey, I'm not there yet. It's small town market, whatever. Like we're still listening to partners. It's not changing anything. We're still answering support. We're still turning things around quickly. All of that is definitely still happening. What we're talking about is partners who need flexibility on billing to do larger rollouts, partners who want to set up specific programs for their customers when they're adding a lot, those types of level of resources. So I want to be clear that this is completely additive. This isn't like we're not like getting rid of support and only support for people with 5 customers. Like that is definitely not what that is. Like we're MSP first. We're focused on partners. Like Craig, I read your support tickets all the time. He actually sent one that was really nice the other day, and I screenshot it and sent it to the team. So thank you for that. And we're still having open roundtables, all of that. This is really just people who are at a different stage and have different needs at that point. We want to address them as they grow in their AI journey.
absolutely, yeah. And as I said, Jimmy, we're even investing in, so we're going to expanding the team for partner support. So it's it's going to be exciting for everybody. Um, but Mark, yeah, I'm going to hand over to you in terms of you want to touch on any of that, and particularly on AI adoption.
Yeah, no, thank you, JP, and thanks for clarifying that, Jimmy, because it this does tie into that. As you all as MSPs start adopting AI internally, and then rolling it out, turning it on for your customers um, at at different phases, you're going to have different questions, and we have supports put in place already. So like Jimmy said, everything that we just talked about is additive, but there is a playbook, there is a game plan that works for AI adoption. And the way we think about AI adoption is really in three parts. And the first is education. We've, over the last year and a half, rolled out, I think, 12 different mini courses across our 4 levels of the Rapid AI Adoption Program. Those have served a purpose, and we really appreciate all of you taking those and getting your customers, your clients through those courses. AI is moving so fast that the UI changes, AI functionality capabilities change. We just keep breaking through what used to be limitations, and we've found that the training can get outdated fairly quickly. And you've let us know that too. So what we're doing is consolidating the existing courses. We're taking the essence of AI foundations and LLM comparison and prompt engineering and strategic adoption and ROI and impact tracking, and putting those into one course that is going to be, I'm calling it evergreen, which I think in AI world is maybe like a year. It'll last for forever. And it'll be the AI champion certification. It'll be higher quality production, more thought leadership, strategic adoption focused, and less of the how to in hats. All of the how to content, how to build a workflow, how to use the chat, how to enable certain features, those things will be put into docs where you can go and ask Lark questions. You can go and watch short form videos. So instead of needing to take a 30, 45-minute course on prompt engineering to learn how to build an automation, you can just go to Lark and look at 10 bullet points with some images and a 2-minute video. That's where all of your how-to stuff will be. But the certification, which is really going to be to help your clients think through adoption and long-term adoption, making AI easier, that's going to be in the learning portal. So that is coming on October 1st, tentatively called the Hats Academy. We're still workshopping that, but the course will be called AI Champions. The second part of adoption is use cases, and I'm excited to softly announce that we have a new website coming with a lot more use cases. It's going to be use case forward. We do have probably 50 use cases on our YouTube channel, but we'll have many, many, many of these on the website. They'll be broken down by industry. So you can, when you're demoing hats, you can go to the website and click on finance or marketing or phone agent and see these use cases. You can then take them because they'll be in the community, whether in community automations or workflows, and customize them, show your clients how easy it is to build these. So I'm really excited about that. The third piece is activation. And as we're rolling out, bulk deployments, or if you're still just working on getting one customer at a time, we have these playbooks. Um, we are redesigning these to go along with the new brand, but the content is the same, right? It's here's the 30-day action plan to make AI easy to adopt. So ask Lark for information about that. And then finally, oh, one more thing. Follow me on LinkedIn. This is just a shameless plug. I'm dropping these AI adoption tips every day for the next 10 days. So you can go grab these, but they're really just bite-sized pieces. These are from our blog. You can take these, rebrand them, share them with your customers. That's totally fine. The last piece is about our supports. Kelsey just put docs in the website. You can go and chat with Lark over there to answer any questions about the Hats platform. You can check out our blog. We also have office hours 3 times a week. On Fridays, we have Feature Fridays, which is an open forum, Zoom meeting style. Everyone's on screen. You can ask questions and share your feedback. And we also look at the new features that were released the previous day or the previous week. On Tuesdays, twice a week, we have use case ideation workshops where we help you with prompt engineering. We help you think through use cases. And I just want to shout out the people who have attended those. It's really cool to hear how you're thinking about AI, the use cases that your customers are coming up with, and how you're using it internally. So I love those. I recommend those, even if you just want to come and check it out and ask some questions about the platform. Tuesdays at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern. And we'll get a link. Oh, Kelsey already put the link there. So thank you.
And I want to shout out Mark too. Mark's been recording a lot of videos on like new features and stuff and putting them on the YouTube channel. I'll share the link again. Um, his YouTube thumbnails are like my favorite thing ever. So definitely check those out and watch the videos. As we release new integrations and stuff, Mark's really quick about turning around the content and keeping people updated. So give him a subscribe there and check out the videos. They're pretty good. They're very good.
Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, YouTube thumbnails are an art. Who knew? I have a whole new respect for YouTubers, which is a sentence that I didn't think I'd be saying in 2025. But I'm gonna pass it over to you, Jimmy. I think everyone is really dying to hear about the roadmap, what's happened over the last month, what we're looking ahead to over the next month. So uh, it's all yours.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think what we were hearing from a lot of partners is, people wanted integrations. So we absolutely focused on integrations last month. We're at 27 new integrations. We For those that don't know, we announced at the last roundtable we were going to release 31 integrations in 31 days. So we're doing exactly just that. Um, for a lot of these integrations, the 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 hot term in AI development is basically continuous iteration. So we what we do as we move integrations out of the beta phase um, is we refine the prompt and refine the tools that are available for that integration. So um, we welcome feedback, especially for integrations that are in the beta phase. Basically, we add additional instructions internally to make the tools work better before we promote them to production. Or they're in production, but promote them to GA out of the beta phase. So I'll go and I'll run through this, but I figured that was worth mentioning ahead. Um, so in the last 30 days, since the last roundtable, we made a lot of updates to tool calling. We have a tool selector now. We added 27 new integrations with more to come. We have this beta feature, which you can basically get early access to integrations as we refine them. And many of the new integrations are there. You'll start to see them move out over the next couple weeks. We added GPT-5. We updated the platform so it's like much more aware and knows like that it's hats and can send links to docs and things like that. Improved our retrieval augmented generation or working with files, improved our spreadsheet handling, added image generation for GPT models, more to come soon. And as of Monday or Tuesday, Monday, we completely redid our phone agents. They're like a million times better. Like it's not even comparable. So very, very excited about that. Um, some of the integrations that we've released so far, things around posting to social media, a lot more search options. We added a couple search options generally available where you don't have to plug in an API key or anything, which are really good. There's Tavily and Exa, and I'll share those in a minute. Things like Google Maps, calendar connections, ConnectWise, like really, really a lot of different things, and we're going to continue adding to that and refining them. I believe that the future of AI is with really good, cool tool calling or the usability in your own business workflow. So that we will continue to improve, and it's a huge focus for us internally, just making that work really, really well. And we're not going to stop or slow down anytime soon. So now in hats, oops. Now in hats, there's a tool selector, so you can add up to 3 different tools, and basically it will unlock a number of different sub tools that the AI can choose and run. So before you might have seen like what we would call AI powered search which was a bundle of different tools, and now we've separated those out. If you had a workflow or something that had AI powered search, you now see the tools that were underneath. And you can add 3 at a time currently right now. We add instructions for the AI model so it knows how to use them. And then we enable those tools so it can use them within a chat, a workflow, etc. We've also added the concept of beta features. So basically for any tenant, including your MSP specific tenant, you can go into your organizational settings, or you can do it through the tenants section in the admin dashboard. If you want to enable it for your specific company, you can go in and do that. Just click on your own tenant within the admin dashboard, and then turn on beta features. That will unlock all of our integrations that are currently tagged as beta. And we'll continue adding integrations there first, do refinement, and then promote them. Some go straight into everyone's. They're available at everyone. Some go into beta first. A lot of this stuff's new, and AI, um, you know, uh, uses tools differently than a traditional API. So we want to make sure that they're working really well as we promote them, and as customers. You might want to try things internally before you turn it on for your customers. So that's part of why we have that. We also added the GPT family of models. I will note one thing. Something that OpenAI introduced is it doesn't. They basically GPT-5 is one unified model for them. So if you ask a question, you don't know what model it is underneath. It has some huge advantages. We're working on something similar. And then it has some disadvantages too, where sometimes you want the reasoning model, you want the more complex output, you want the better tool calling, and it chooses a mini model and doesn't respond as well. That is a new platform shift that's happening in AI. Again, things in AI change every single week and every single month. But I did want to call that out, and we do have like everything that's under the hood available, and you can specify what it is. If you want a fast response or you want a lot of thinking, you can decide. We also updated our platform, so it's a lot more aware of who it is, and it might it can send links to the docs and things like that. We are working on personalization as well, which again will be, of course, for security opt-in, completely opt-in. But things like passing through your time zone, passing through who you are, your company that you work with, and memory as well. Those are all things that um, we're working on, and we'll introduce as an opt-in basis in the near future. Just to give a quick demo of the difference is now, like if you ask, how do I build a workflow in Hats in the chat, it knows that it's Hats and will actually build a search right into the docs on how to actually do that. So, we're going to continue to update this and refine it. But just overall, there's a lot more improvements, awareness, and the models feel a lot smarter in interactions. Um, just to demo a couple of the tools too, like we improved our tool display too, so you can see exactly what the AI is doing, what tool underneath it's calling, what the result is. We also improved tool responses across turns. So a turn is basically you type in your next question or your next query. Um, the AI now has a lot better memory of what it called in previous turns and can reference them. So certain integrations that require multiple steps, or a tool, that maybe creates a contact and then needs the ID of the contact to update it later, it just performs a lot better with that. We also updated the maximum result from tool responses. So previously it was 25,000 characters. Now it's 40,000. So you can get a lot more information from web searches or your CRM or things like that, just built in. And we're continuing to just make the performance of this a lot better. The tool calling overall has improved significantly over the past month, and that's something I'm really excited about and something that we're going to continue to focus on. Another example of using multiple integrations here. And again, this is with like a faster, lighter weight model, Gemini 2.5 Flash. So, it's not like we need a GPT-5 heavy reasoning model to do something like this. Using the integration with Apollo, which is a lead enrichment program, and then the integration with HubSpot. So, I asked the AI to search for Mark Leeper for Hats AI and create a contact with them in HubSpot, and then it goes and does it in a couple of seconds. Need to refresh because um, HubSpot didn't even display it as fast as the tool created it. And then I've got my contact for Mark Leeper. So as you'll see, like a lot of the different tools we're adding, they can be combined. The results from one tool can be used in the next tool call, which just makes things a lot more powerful. It's something that I use every day and am really excited about. So a couple more. Another thing too, we added a code interpreter. So people, it's not a secret that LLMs are typically bad at math. So now you can enable a code interpreter. So if you ask something like calculate the square root of a giant number, it's going to execute that via code and get the result for you instead of trying to guess or predict it itself. It actually performed a Python function to do that instead of just trying to guess. We're going to be adding a lot more to the code sandbox, and you might notice that can create a sandbox. So things like file manipulation and stuff like that. That's all stuff that you can expect in the near future. Some of it already available. We did significantly improve our internal sandbox, which is actually a different tool that's just built in. You don't need to turn on for CSV analysis. So CSVs, Excel, spreadsheets, just in general, work a lot better now. You might see things like this not needing to be turned on in the semi-near future, where it just happens in the background. Uh, another another example here. This one was, oh yeah, our new search function. So these are available to everyone. in the AI era, there's like search engines that are really designed specifically for AI, and they give a lot faster responses, a lot more robust responses. So I can add these tools like Exa and Tably right to the model. They're available to everyone. They're not in beta. And the searches can just perform a lot faster and get information on people, places, things updated right away. So we still have Firecrawl, which is excellent at web scraping, and we still have Google Search, which we've had for a while. But I found that this Exa and Tably perform really well, and they're really fast, and I'm very excited about them. They're available to everyone, as well as the code interpreter. Um, Another tool, and I'm just going through, like, there's lots of them. This one is available to everyone too. This is Google Maps, so like calculating the time to get to different places, or leveraging Google Maps data on places to eat, things to do, can be very very, very useful. Instead of, like, maybe I don't want the LLM to predict the best places to eat. I want real-time recommendations and real-time answers from it. So you can enable the Google Maps tool. It can perform searches directly from Google's API on like ratings and where things are, and can also look for directions and transit times and things like that too. So all, again, these past couple that I demoed are besides Apollo and HubSpot. I think Apollo is still in beta. They're available to everyone. We recommend the latest version of model, so don't use like um, uh, Grok 2 or GPT 3.5 for tool calling, but you can use the faster ones too for really quick responses and results. So very, very excited about these, and you can continue to see improvements and more integrations and things starting to happen in the background over the next couple weeks and months. We also added image generation with GPT models. Um, I, Mark is so funny because he asked it to generate an image of me, and like, I don't know how this thing knows like what I look like and the fact that I have a red beard, or it just guessed. But it was a little freaky. Um, I guess pictures of me might be in the training data, or it was just a guess. Like
This
Hatzel isn't
this isn't
necessarily an Irish last name, and it got it pretty close.
this isn't a real picture, Jimmy, right? This is image generation, right?
This is his generation. He didn't supply an input picture, which you can do. So excited about that. Excited about that. Um, and then our phone agents revamp. So you'll notice that these are just like, it's just a lot better. Like, I could go and might as well just show it live.
Jimmy, we had a question. Are older like legacy phone agents, are they automatically upgraded?
Yeah, everything's automatically upgraded. Everything's automatically
Yep.
upgraded. So like, old phone agents, low energy, says got it too much, interrupts people too much, stuff like that. New phone agents, faster, better, just in general. Um, so like, yeah, you can go in here, and um, choose all the voices, basically everything that you need before. One key feature that I wanted to call out is this text to speech keyframes. So like, the a phone agent could not detect my wife's name. And it's very frustrating when your wife calls your AI phone agent and it's calling her Abi instead of Sabi. Um, so I was able to add her name here, and it just gets it right every time now, and detects her name properly. So if you've got an MSP that your name is hard to pronounce or something like that, you can just add it, or hard to detect, I should say. You can just add it there, and it will perform a lot better and detect the voice. Another thing we added is background noise. So this is really cool. Your phone agents will, um, excuse me, your phone agents will add a little bit of like typing, call center sound, office sounding in the background, which just like improves the realism a lot. It's just way better. I mean, we upgraded everything. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend trying it. Um, uh, yeah. But oh, let me get back to my deck. Apologies, I'm a little under the weather, to be completely honest here. So I'm a little slower than normal. Um,
You're slow as fast from my fast. So you're doing great.
so the thing everybody wants to know, what are we working on next? We get a lot of questions about this, and I really wanted to get it out last month, and it just wasn't ready yet. But we are like redesigning and unifying the entire workshop. You can expect it definitely this month. Um, in the fall in September. But all the things that people have been wanting, groups, being able to better share and manage agents, adding tools to agents, all that kind of stuff. Is in our workshop redesign. We're basically unifying all the different workflows, apps, agents into one place where you can manage them in a central sort of like pane, and then also have like better discovery where it's unified, and they're treated more as types than different navigation points. Um, Along that comes with groups. So we've had security groups for a while, but this is actually like, hey, I want to share these agents with this specific group. So very excited about that. And I know a lot of people have been asking for that and providing feedback on it, which we appreciate. And we're just putting the finishing touches and testing on that to get it out over the next couple weeks. Um, the Another thing I'm really excited about that we're working on is adding bots as a tool inside your chat. In the first iteration, it might be limited to a few things, but the longer term view of this is like, hey, you should be able to create an app, a workflow, edit an app, edit a workflow just in the chat, either on the workflow page or like, just add hats as a tool. It can go and operate and edit these things on your behalf, following your user permissions. um, it's pretty cool and pretty fun, and I'm really excited to get that out the door, because it's just great. It's just great. So over the next uh couple weeks, you'll start to see things like that, where like editing a editing a workflow, editing an app is simply as asking the platform to do it for you. Very, very excited there. We are going to continue on our integrations, moving integrations out of beta and into GA. And then some key integrations that we are um, working on as well is the OneDrive as a tool. So instead of, we do have an integration with OneDrive and SharePoint, but you need to go and select the files. But just being able to connect it, it follows your user permissions and can go and get those files for you, or search your OneDrive for those files. We're testing that right now, and hope to have it out pretty soon. We added ConnectWise and AutoTask Assume to follow, and then things like meeting transcripts from Zoom and Teams coming too. Um, Another thing, around files, I get a lot of questions about like file, like what people are asking for is like, can AI change this file? And what that looks like in most cases is either a workflow step where AI is doing find and replace, which is something we're adding, but also AI being able to upload and download files from a code sandbox to make changes from them. And we are working on that as well as the ability to add custom API tools with a tool builder. Um, improving our authentication, enrollment, onboarding, all that kind of stuff. And then this one is going to be pretty soon, actually, is phone agents being able to trigger workflows. So I've gotten a lot of questions about workflows being available via API, webhooks and workflows, things like that. So we're going to start with phone agents when a call finishes being able to trigger a workflow, and then soon after being able to query workflows from the API and using triggers for workflows through things like webhooks. And then in addition, with our tools, adding filtering and approval settings for that. So, we don't have exact dates on all of these things. Some of them may not get released in between this roundtable and the next. But those of you who've been with us long enough know that we're releasing things and updates very often. I think every week we've released an update for the past like 12 weeks in a row or something like that, with like lots of features and refinements and things like that. So, we're working hard, we're getting through everything, and we're continuing to, offer the newest and latest technology and just, making sure everything is secure when we do that. Um, but yeah, with that, I think we'll move to you know, Q&A here. I see a lot of questions in the chat. Um,
Yeah, I was trying to keep up with them, Jimmy, and we have a full log of the questions. So just in case we miss any, we will definitely get back to everyone. Um, there was a lot of feature request questions, Jimmy. So which at the same time I think you answer some of them. Um, and what we might do, and it's just going to raise at our feature Friday, is a good spot for people to pop on and link directly with the team if you've missed anything here. But ConnectWise came up and uh, IT Glue and so on. Jimmy's audit task. I think you touched on a lot of that. Um, did you touch on export, Jimmy? Because I know did
uh, Downloading as different files. Yeah, we're working on that too. So there's like different versions of it. There's like letting an AI agent go and create a PowerPoint, which you're going to be able to do through tools and some upcoming integrations. And there's also just like download this chat as Word, which we're working on as well. That should be out pretty soon.
Adele, I think we covered all of that. I just see a couple of notes on that. Security and privacy and sales material on that. We do have, and if you go to Lark Meeper, you can ask the chatbot, but there's a dedicated section on security. I know we're in the middle of updating a lot of collateral, particularly on that as well as it relates to. I see Mark nodding as well, but that's pretty imminent, Mark, which would be more customer facing collateral for MSPs to use there. Um,
All right. Well, specific integrations, please fill out feature requests for them or upvote the ones that are already there. It's really helpful too, if people can add the use case or the why of specific things, because it helps us internally basically skip a step of doing that research if we get that in the raw feedback. Because many times people ask for a feature and then we get to the why of it, and there's actually something else that could solve that specific why. So structuring on the why definitely helps us prioritize and get things done quicker. But we welcome the feedback. Definitely use the Katie board. We clear things out pretty much every week on it, or move things through. So please continue doing that, and this has been great. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, I just want to say we will not be having Feature Fridays tomorrow. We won't. We're going to get into a cadence of probably not doing those on the weeks that we have the roundtable. This is your Feature Friday, so thanks for tuning in. This will go up on YouTube, so another reason to go and subscribe to our Hats AI YouTube channel, youtube.com/I think Hats AI. And we will, if we don't see you all before, our next roundtable is on September 24th, 12 p.m. Eastern, and I am looking forward to seeing you all there. Thanks, everyone.
You.
Thanks, everyone.